For the non-initiated, NASCAR is just about steering and stepping on pedals.
Off of turn 4, they'll see the white flag this time by.
We're side by side coming to the white. It doesn't get any better than this in NASCAR.
Lap by lap, on an oval, nothing further from the truth. NASCAR is a library of styles. Every driver brings a signature approach to the track. Some of them patiently stalk a race, while others rattle the pack using contact as their weapon of choice. A few of them are mercilessly precise. Let's break down the major driving styles you can see in a NASCAR race, explaining what makes each one effective and naming some of the greats whose careers embody them. Let's start with the type of driver who is aggressive and contact-ready. Meet the Intimidator, a bona fide bump-and-run specialist. This style is built on assertive, precise, physical racing. This kind uses nudges, bumper contact, and relentless pressure to unsettle the driver ahead in order to steal the position later in a race. The trademark maneuver of the Intimidator, the bump and run, a light tap to the trailing edge of the car ahead that breaks traction just enough to let the trailing car slip by. Oh, it is quite risky, controversial, you might say, but when executed right, brutally effective, especially on short, tight tracks. Of course, the OG, the original Intimidator, was the absolute legend Dale Earnhardt Sr. Constant mirror pressure, surgical bump and runs, psychological intimidation. All right, other great drivers, Tony Smoke Stewart, Kevin Happy Harvick, and the Busch brothers, Kurt and Kyle. Oh, also Rusty Wallace. Let's move on to the second style, the smooth operator. This guy is all about precision, braking, and control. These kinds of drivers prize rhythm over rage. The hallmarks of a smooth operator driver: late but controlled, braking, gentle throttle modulation, and the ability to extract maximum speed without upsetting the car. This quality driving leads to tire protection and helps long-run pace, ideal for tracks where the big picture counts. Teams love this breed because their feedback and consistency make setups easier and pit stops more predictable. A great smooth operator example, you ask? Think no other than Jeff Gordon. He is the blueprint of smooth, polished, precise, rhythm-driven. He defined finesse and uncanny consistency. Other great drivers: Jimmy Johnson, the metronome; Mark Martin, such a gentleman; Iceman Terry Labonte; and Ryan Blaney. Now let's hear it for the short track specialists, the brawlers. You know, short tracks make NASCAR basically a contact sport. Frequent lap traffic, tight corners, and full-on aggression. Brawlers are fearless on the brakes, comfortable in chaos, masterful at door-to-door passes. They read the chaos, set the course of action, get their nose in gaps, and go for it, even if it means relying on physicality to gain spots. Hell, the fun is in the physicality. These drivers are crowd magnets and yard sale survivors. They make speed out of scraps and scraps into wins. Think no other than Tony Stewart, the dirt-born brawler. Such an aggressive and precise driver, feeling the traffic instinctively, a master of control and never shying away from contact. Like never. Other great examples: Rusty Wallace, the old-school enforcer; Kurt Busch, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Newman. Now for the drivers Darwin would be proud of. The dirt-bred hammers. They have adaptability as their main weapon in order to conquer. These guys grew up racing on dirt, so they have a distinct toolkit. They're comfortable sliding the rear end, finding bite off the throttle, and improvising on the win. They excel in mixed conditions. They are great on restarts, and they often smell and take aggressive opportunities. When the race is messy, the dirt-bred hammer finds rhythm where others lose control. A great and modern example of a dirt-bred hammer: Kyle Larson, raised on California dirt tracks before hitting NASCAR. Larson treats asphalt like dirt, constantly adjusting for maximum grip, running unconventional high lines and using wall proximity as part of his game. Other great drivers: Christopher Bell, Tyler Reddick, the Wall Rider; Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Chase Briscoe. Now the thinkers, the cool, non-explosive drivers who think before driving. The tactical wizards, the guys who read the race like no one else. These are great drivers, all right, but they win by thinking like a pit crew strategist. They approach each race like it's a chess match. They run unconventional lines to save tires, lift earlier to conserve fuel, or even accept a track position loss if that gives them the chance to be the fastest wolf at the finish. This style is less about aggression and more about reading everyone around them in order to find and exploit the tiny margins that make the difference. They convert a so-so race into late dominance. A name? Matt Kenseth, the silent strategist. Patient, deliberate, analytical. He often goes uneventful until, out of nowhere, he's leading with 10 laps to go. Other great examples: Denny Hamlin, Kevin Harvick, Martin Truex Jr., Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski, Chase Elliott. Finally, the Predators. These guys are patient, seem like no threat at all, waiting for the right time to kill. And boy, they're killers. This is the art of appearing conservative, uneventful, harmless, while plotting a single, decisive strike. They let the others waste rubber and then pounce at the best moment. They make no mistakes. They don't make calls under the heat of the moment. They wait like a true predator fixed on their victim, and when they strike, it's game over. One of the best examples, the legendary Silver Fox, David Pearson, a true apex hunter of NASCAR, the 200 miles per hour cold-blooded racer. Other great predators: Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Mark Martin. A driver's style often reflects background, temperament, and team strategy, but the ones who really excel are those who have these styles as tools in their kit and use them when it matters. Great drivers adapt and mix styles throughout a single race, smooth with the tires, waiting for the moment to attack, reading the race, and elbowing out when needed. Every style is a language, and NASCAR is the place to go to have these great conversations between drivers and glory.